And he said, what? I said, I said, what? I said, cafe latte. He said, what, cafe latte? I said, yeah, cafe latte. So he did a cafe latte, it took ages. I said, what took you so long when he finally bought it? I said, I wanted a cafe latte, as in with 2 teas and not 1. He said, what kind? I said, what do you mean? He said, what, you want 2 teas as well? You know, we've got like peppermint, strawberry, parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme. I said, talking of thyme, when I said cafe latte with like 2 teas and not 1, you know, as in not a cafe late, because it took a long time to bring it. And he said, yeah, but surely a joke explained as a joke lost. I said, yeah, I know that. But anyway, why did it take you such a long time? He said, well, I was trying to get the leaf right. What? The leaf design. And because he'd done a little leaf design on the top of the coffee. He said, it took me ages. And I was like, well, why? It kind of depressed me, just looking at this kind of leaf that was on the coffee. Like, why bother? And he said, yeah, but it takes a long time, and I'm going for this European Coffee Making Championships. And I said, this European Coffee Making Championships. He said, yeah, every year bars staff from all over Europe meet in Paris to prepare and serve the finest coffees, and the winner gets a trip to Brazil. So it's like hairdressing, I said, but with hot milk. Exactly, he said. So I took another sip of my by now less than tepid latte. But doesn't that fill you with despair at the headlong plummet of late capitalism, I said, or latte capitalism? I'm working on a fish design at the moment, he said, but I always seem to run out of froth halfway through the dorsal fin. So I finished my coffee, and he said, that'll be €2. So I paid him. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll come in the same time tomorrow, and on your coffee, can you do me the east coast of Africa, including Madagascar? He said, okay. So next day, I went in, and he'd already had it prepared, and I must admit, I was impressed, you know, Lake Victoria, Savannah, East Coast. He said, I had to do a bit of Google Earth before I fired up the espresso machine. I said, you're going to be a shoo-in for this European Coffee Making Championships. That's $2.50. I said, to be honest, I don't mind paying that, it was great. He said, actually, I've got an idea, come in tomorrow and I'll do an extra special one. So the next day I came in, and he kind of proudly plonked down this coffee in front of me, and I looked at it was cappuccino, yeah, and I had a different angle, and then suddenly I got it, the light just came in the window, just right. I said, you're joking. He said, it's true. It was the Treaty of Versailles, actually, in coffee, in hot milk. It was amazing, you know. Woodrow Wilson was there, David Lloyd George, Clemenceau, they even had the Japanese delegation. I'm impressed, he said. That would be €3. He said, no worries. One more, I said, before you go to this championship, can you do me despair in a coffee? He said, yeah, it'll take you a while. So I said, I'll come in next week. I went in next week, and the cafe was gone. It was just a wasteland. And he was just sitting there, kind of sobbing gently to himself. And he just had this cup of coffee. And I said, it didn't really work. He said, no, I couldn't get it right. I said, you should have just done the coffee black. He said, you told me to have milk. I said, I was just testing you. So I drank the coffee down. I said, this tastes like shit. He said, sorry. I said, don't be, I'm impressed. And went off to find a waffle bar.